Yes, I'm here with you today to give you a demo of a back care class. This class will strengthen the back, but mostly first, before we strengthen, we stretch to warm up the muscles and get them ready for a little deeper work. So I'm going to have you go ahead and if you can be on the floor, here we are. All right. So I'm going to have you go ahead, take your hands, and make sure that they're right underneath your shoulders. All right. So I'm turning to the side here. And what I'm going to have you do is, as you exhale, round, and then there's this is cat-cow. Very, very therapeutic for the spine. Probably if there's any exercise you do in the day, this should be it. So as you inhale, you come into what I call holy cow. As you exhale, you draw the navel up and pull up the pelvic floor at your exhale, and then inhale. So you take it slow and you go through each of the vertebrae in alignment with the top of your head. So see that you can get your perfect, easy, elastic spine, and at the same time, strengthen from within. Strengthen those internal organs, strengthen all of them, toning the organs and squeezing and soaking the glands and the lymphs and the nervous system and creating space between each of the vertebrae. And then you just go at the pace that's comfortable for you. And let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Now round the spine, and as you do that, engage the pelvic floor. Feel the navel come towards your spine, like there's a button connected from your belly button all the way to the back, the lower back lumbar. And lifting up through the pelvic floor, exhale more. And then inhale and sit up tall. Good. Now, what I'm going to have you do is go ahead and bring your legs out in front. Good. All right, so I'm going to sit back. You can see my head, and that'd be really good. Now, if you can bend your knee this way, this is good. If not, just keep the legs straight out or be in a chair. That's just as fine. You're going to be able to get range of motion in your chair, so it should be one without handles on the sides if possible, or low. But what I'm going to have you do, and I'm going to go ahead and bend one knee, is take your arms out to the side and just rotate. Now, if you have disc-related issues, you don't want those to get in the way. So if your doctor tells you not to twist, just don't. All right. So this is one thing that we are going to be doing, just enough so that you feel like that's comfortable tension, that's comfortable tension. And then you'll begin to realize, I can go a little further. No pain. Pain is a signal to stop or to ease off. And then we would go ahead and take the arm and bring it inside. However you want to do that, but use them so that the inner thigh is working towards the elbow and the elbow is working towards the knee or just above the knee. Further up is fine. Roll the rib cage back and really open up the side seam of your body. If you can, bring your arm over and stretch side, lateral bend. Breathing. And you just take your body to that place that is comfortable for you. So we're all going to vary on this one. Side seam stretch. Good. All right, and then just roll it forward and allow yourself to walk your hands as far forward as you can. Keep the foot flexed if it's going to be straight. Release your head, neck, shoulders. And if you're doing this on a chair, you go ahead and just roll forward with both legs in front and come between your thighs, bringing your head down, and then slowly, one vertebra at a time, stack them one on top of each other and sit up very tall. And of course, we would do the other side, right? But we would change legs. If one is bent, we would change that to the other side. We want balance, and that's what we're all about, is achieving balance. That's what life is all about, I'm noticing. So that is the beginning of the stretch series. We would go ahead and stretch the quad. If you can, take a hold of the ankle. If not, just bring the knee back. And if you're sitting in a chair, you just bring it to the side and stretch that way. Okay. If you can hold the ankle, then the knee should be the same height as the hip and really open up the chest. Look up if you can, rolling your shoulder back. Good. Inhale, bring the arm up, circle down. Good. And then come forward for an inner thigh stretch. Opening the hips is primal to making sure that the low back and the hips are stable, because that is your axis. That's where you're coming from, and that's what's going to turn your body, move your body, and motivate you. And if you're in pain, it's less easy to be motivated. So just do your best on this. Release. And then slowly come up. Take a deep breath in. Good. And then we follow with some strength work. So you've stretched the major muscle groups. We're going to go ahead and stretch the buttocks. All right. The glutes, the largest muscle group in the entire body. And then if you can, bring your chest between your knees. So your big toes touch and your knees are out to the side, kind of in a diamond shape, and come through the thighs. Release the forehead down. And round up again. All right, so we do a lot of the curling or waving so that the spine becomes more elastic. That is basically more resilient, which is what we want. We want the spine to remain as young as possible and as fluid as possible. So we're bringing more fluids in through and around the nervous system and the connective tissue connected to the spine, the spinal erectors, the quadratus lumborum and the low back, which is what keeps us upright and then keeps us lengthened. So lifting the ribs out of the waist is good. All right, so when you do this one, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, you have a little more range of motion because this is a functional movement. You're going to want to be able to put something from the shelf onto the board so you can start cooking. You know, it's all very functional. So then we're going to come on to the tummy. And then I'm going to have my elbows right under my shoulders, okay? So we align the elbows right under the shoulders. And from there, I'm going to go ahead and turn to the side and show you From there, you can keep yourself here, or you can bring your head down. Some may be more comfortable with that. And then you just lift the thigh off the floor. Now, for those of you that you find that just too challenging because the leg weighs at least 20 pounds, you're going to press the heel towards the sky. Good. Or the leg is long. And then from there, if you can lift the chest and lengthen the abdominals, you're going to get more strength in the upper body as well. So if you can, take the leg and cross it over and bring it out, and cross it over and bring it out. Bend it. Okay, and so I let the head move because it wants to. I decide. The spine is a unit. It's connected, and it works very much like conduit, or a wire, or a string of pearls. Delicate, beautiful, useful, essential, and we want to remain out of pain. So anyway, that is to help strengthen the glutes and low back. If that's too much, then you stop at that point. Okay? And then you just relax, and then we go to the next thing. So I'm going to have you go ahead and just bring one leg back, and then keeping your right arm out, your left arm comes over, and you can bring it as far back as you want. Just keep the bottom leg as straight as you can, and with intelligence. You roll, and then bring yourself back. Good. And then you can do the other side. So the left hand comes, the left leg comes behind, and then you open. This is a different kind of a stretch for the low back. So those are examples of what we'll be doing. We'll be doing a lot. It'll take probably about an hour to do the entire class. We can have half hour. We can do it one-on-one. Whatever time you feel you can dedicate to that day. Okay. Or to a regular routine for yourself. That's what we're looking for. So the position I'm in now is pigeon. I've got my right leg bent and the heel close to the groin. And this is the universal back opener, hip opener, and release down. So the left leg is straight back with intelligence. Chest opens over the thigh, and your right hip and IT band are getting a really good stretch, along with the piriformis, which is deep inside the gluteal complex, and the iliopsoas hip flexor, which have so much to do with how our back is feeling. When they get tight, when the pelvis gets pulled in one direction forward or back, it overemphasizes the arch or the non-arch in our back. And that's important for balance and stability. So that's what I want to give you in this class that we're going to do together. So if you feel you want the one-on-one, please let me know. Connect with me on my website. And good luck to you. Being without pain is essential. Mentally, we want our freedom. And that's done through a healthy body. And the mind has to start. The happier your mind is, the more the body will heal and continue to remain young and lively and full of energy and health and well-being, and I could go on and on. So I will see you soon. Connect. Come to my website, book a class. I'd love to meet you. One-on-one is my favorite, but I can do groups. Take care. Be good to yourself. Till the next time. Ciao for now and namaste.